Okay, so we know the trig. Now we need to do the word problems. That's a lot of words. Express 0.3 sine theta minus 0.4 cos theta in the form r sine theta minus alpha, where r is greater than 0 and alpha is between 0 and 90. Okay, so as we know, r squared is equal to 0.3 squared plus 0.4 squared, which is equal to 0.5 squared. Okay? So r is 0.5. Now, two ways of working out what alpha is. Alpha is just going to be inverse tan of cos over sine, which is 0.4 over 0.3, which is equal to, and you can plug this one into your calculators, 53.13 degrees. And so therefore, (0.3 sine theta plus 0.4 cos theta minus is equal to 0.5 sine theta minus 53.13. Okay? Now, what is then the maximum value of 0.3 sine theta minus 0.4 cos theta? Well, if you guys remember, what is the largest value? The max value of sine theta minus 53.13. Exactly, it's 1. And so therefore, the max value of 0.5 sine theta minus 53.13 is equal to 0.5 times 1, which is just 0.5. Okay? And now what we need to do is to find the maximum value at which this occurs. So all we're going to do is we're going to say that theta minus 53.13 is equal to the arc sine of 1, which is equal to 90. So therefore, theta is equal to 90 plus 53.13, which is equal to 143.13. Okay? Now, we can use this value to our advantage because Jack models the temperature of his house on a particular day and gets this to model his temperature. Sorry, all of this. So now calculate the minimum value t predicted by this model, and also find the value of x to 2 decimal places. Well, what is the minimum value for sine theta minus 53.13? Exactly, it's -1. So therefore, t min is just going to be 23 minus plus 0.5 times -1, which is equal to 22.5. Okay? And again, we can work this out same way. So, theta minus 53.13 is equal to the inverse sine of -1, which is equal to 270. And so theta is just going to be 323 degrees. Okay? 0.13. Sorry, 0.13 degrees. Now, remember what theta is, though, in this case. Theta is equal to 18x. So 18x is equal to 323.13. So x is equal to that just divided by 18, which is equal to 17.95 degrees, or however many minutes. Now, last question is stating that calculate to the nearest minute the times in the first hour where the temperature is predicted to be exactly 23 degrees. Well, at exactly 23 degrees, we can say that, I'll write it down here. Remember, sine theta, or rather 18x, minus 53.13 is going to be equal to, when sine is equal to 0, when this equals 0, theta minus 53.13 is equal to 0, 180, 360, 540, and so on and so forth. So let's add from each of them. We're going to add 53.13. It's going to be all of this plus 53.13. And then we divide the answer by 18. So when we do that, we get answers of 2.95, 12.95, 22.95, 32.95, 42.95, 52.95, and 62.95, which we ignore because it's not in the range. So as you can see, we get answers of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And that is how we solve words problems with trig. Is this video helpful? Well, make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video like it from me. Now let's look at this example. Express this in a form like this. Well, r squared is going to be 65 squared, plus 20 squared. So r is equal to, let me just plug that into our calculator. 68.0074. Okay. Now to work out alpha, first thing we need to do is, last time I got lucky. This time it's cos and I get confused sometimes. So r cos theta is equal to r times plus alpha is equal to r cos theta cos alpha plus, no, minus, excuse me, sine theta sine alpha. Which means that this is equal to 65 cos theta, and this is 20 sine theta, sine alpha. Okay? Why? Because it's r times that, cos theta. So all we need to do then is we know that tan theta is going to be sine over cos, which is going to be 20 sine alpha over 65 cos alpha, which is 20 over 65. And so theta is equal to the inverse cos of tan of that, which is equal to 0.2985. Okay? So therefore, we can rewrite all of this as 0.0074 cos theta plus 0.2985. Okay? So now we need to work out a city that wants to build a large circular wheel, and its height is given like this. So how are we going to find the maximum height of the wheel? Well, the maximum height will occur when this is equal to 1. And so therefore H max is going to be 70 plus 68.0074, which is equal to 138.0074. Let me just quickly write that down. Also, now, the question now is, what is the time for one complete revolution? What we're going to do is we're going to work out what the inverse is when cos is equal to -1. Sorry, it's minus because this is a minus and a plus, and this is a plus and a minus. So it's going to be minus this. No worries. So all we're going to do is, first and foremost, 0.2t plus 0.2985 is going to be equal to the inverse cos of -1, which is just going to be pi and 3 over 2. Sorry, not 3 over 2, 3 pi. Okay? And the reason why we want it in two places is because we're going to work out what t is for both of these, right? And then find the difference. So what I mean is, t is just going to be, we're going to minus 0.2985, and then we're going to divide by 0.2. And so what we're left with is an answer of 14.216 and 45.631. Okay? So then the time is going to be the difference between the two, which is equal to 31.4 minutes. Now, the question is asking us for how long the tourist will be over 100 meters above the ground. Well, for this one, all we need to do is we need to equate our solution 70 minus 68.0074 theta plus 0.2985 is equal to 100. So all we need to do, sorry, this is cos theta, right? So all we need to do is simply work out what cos theta is. And by theta, I mean 0.2t. I just have a bad habit of writing theta all the time. But keep in mind, it's 0.2t. Need to take a look at that. Now, let's find a solution. So minus 70, we get minus 68.0074 is equal to 30. Cos, I'm just going to say cos theta, and theta's all this, okay? So, cos 0.2t plus 0.2985 will be 30 over minus 68.0074. So therefore, the inverse is going to be, so 0.2t plus 0.2985 is going to be 2.0277, and I'm just going to say 2 pi minus 2.0277, okay? Sorry, I'm running low on space. Let me make some space on the right-hand side quickly here. Or not. I'll write some space here then. No worries. So, now what we're going to do is simply work out what t is for this point. What we do is we're just going to minus this, and we're going to divide by this, and we should get t as 8.646 and 19.785. Between those, this is the point at which we start going above 100 meters, and this is the point where it ends, okay? So therefore, the time at over 100 meters is just going to be the difference, which is 11.1 minutes. Thank you for watching. Only 2 questions today, because otherwise this video would be excessively long. Do you guys want to pass your exams with flying colours? Well, you can get tutored by me. Drop me an email and we can organise a meeting. And a quote: keep on learning, as you have no idea what you're capable of doing.